Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of Doctor Strange issue 9. And this was a pretty good issue. It's kind of getting towards the kind of climax of what's going on with this kind of loss of magic and the Imperial and all that. And it's really quite exciting because we get to see what's in Doctor Strange's cellar. It's evidently this entity made of pain and everything. Because it shows the balance in the world. For every good thing you do, it has to equal out with a bad thing or whatnot. So if you take pain away from some person, it has to go somewhere. And thus again, this is kind of like that negative tab Doctor Strange has been talking about over and over since Jason Aaron's begun the run. And that you've got to pay these consequences. You have to balance out the scales, otherwise there's imbalance and chaos ensues, kind of like this. And of course the Imperial scene is like, I'll destroy you just like everything else, but that probably won't be the case, because Doctor Strange has fought world-ending, universe-ending things, so this thing is pretty powerful, whatever it is. And then we also get to see these other people that have been affected by magic throughout the years coming to this temple that Wong has had, and he has had these people take on the kind of things that happen to Strange that are attributed to the magic. They're kind of like his shield. Anything bad that kind of is supposed to happen to them happens to them because they're taking it on for Doctor Strange. And of course, after Strange has done his questing for the last bits of magic, also going to the tomb of his master, the Ancient One, to use his bones as more like another magical item, they then find Wong's place, and Strange is like, what have you been doing? I've been blind for so long. And then he stops Wong from doing it to these people, and they leave. So that's when the kind of last stand of the magicians happens, and that they go back to Doctor Strange's house, and most of the other ones are going to be fighting Imperial's kind of robots and all that, and then Doctor Strange gets into the house and starts getting into pretty much a three-way battle between the Pain Entity, the Imperial, and himself. And that's where the issue ends, and it's awesome. That's the kind of stuff that's really interesting, putting characters into desperate situations, testing their character and seeing how they'll come out. Because in the beginning, when Doctor Strange had all of his magic and everything, you kind of saw him as kind of carefree and all that. But now you kind of see why he's the Sorcerer Supreme of Earth, because when it comes to pushing and shoving, he digs down deep and really fights and does what he thinks is right and what he believes in. And that's a really good thing to kind of explore with his character, because he's a really good guy. And he really tries his best to make sure everybody involved is okay and makes it through it, even if it does a kind of great damage to him. And you can kind of see that reflected in Wong, his servant, because he doesn't want these bad things to happen. So it's always this kind of pushing off of the hurts and everything, which has kind of led to the present situation. And the art in this, I love it. It really fits with the kind of ethereal quality that you need for a magic comic book. And it's just kind of weird enough, but good and grounded enough to kind of merge the two, so that way you're like, okay, that's familiar, and then it's, oh my god, that's kind of weird looking, but it kind of gets you to latch it on to that kind of grounded effect, so that way you're like, I got it. And I just can't wait to see the great fight scene that's going to be happening with the kind of climax that's going to be happening between Strange, the Imperial, and whatever this entity is, and how he's going to get rid of it. I don't know. That's the exciting thing, and I can't wait to see what they're doing in the next couple issues. So, those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.